So vocal mixing specific question. What aspect of the vocal mixing that you don't like whenever you do your vocal mixing?
I mean, it's like obviously it starts with having a good recording that leads to a good vocal mix. That's like the most important thing. But also when it comes to vocal mixing, like there's so many different ways like to to achieve what you want, right? There's so many different like chains and presets and stuff like that. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos from my favorite artists and how they mix their vocals. And so my approach is kind of a combination of a bunch of different people, but I just want to like decomplicate it, like I don't like I want to make it like as simple as possible, like a step-by-step process that I can follow every time that like this will achieve a great vocal sound no matter what.
I was in the same boat, and hearing you say that just took me back like those days. I was in the same boat because I don't want to like trying to overthink stuff when it comes to the vocal mixing. I produce too. I write songs a little bit, and I produce for artists. So when it comes to the vocal mixing, I want something, a system that I can just go every time, and it's guaranteed to work or get me probably 90%. Then I can probably just tweak depending on the vocal that I have in front of me. And that's the reason why I created my system that I'm trying to teach. So I put something in the chat. I don't know if you can see. Maybe I have to upload it again. 1 second. Just check.
Let me see. I'm looking at the chat. I don't see anything right now.
Okay, so it wasn't. Okay, maybe it's not. It's not there. So I have to put it back in there since you just logged in. So 1 second. So I have a system that I created called the CCTX. But we'll talk about the the theory side of it. Then we'll now do some practical work with real vocal samples. Sounds good?
Yeah, sounds good. 1 second. I just have to.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So this is the system that I created after creating over 600 plus vocal chain myself because like I told you, I'm a music producer myself, and my biggest ordeal is mixing vocals.
Mhm.
And I ruined a lot of records for artists, while I was trying to figure this stuff out. And I lost a lot of gigs. I lost, client asking for refunds. The experience was terrible, man. And I'm sure you're probably going through the same. Are you going through the same thing or not? What are they? Let's talk about that for a little bit, if you don't mind. What are the pain and suffering that you're going through because you don't really like your vocal mixing? Can you share that with me? I'm curious to know. I only know my experience, but I want to hear yours.
Yeah, for sure. It's not that I'm losing clients so much, but like it's like I'm not able to get the vocals to sound exactly how I want. I'm not like sure like what steps to take like because it's one thing to like have a clean vocal and but like if you wanted to like if you're going for a specific sound, like maybe you want it distorted, or like maybe like the artist, for example, like they're like, oh, like I want these words to like stick out of the mix more, like so I'll like trying to interpret what people want and like how to actually do that. Like people who aren't like mixing engineers, they don't really know the right terms, but like
Exactly. They don't know the right terms. Yeah, I see.
yeah, exactly. Like
Hmm.
that's a struggle. And yeah, like it's really like because I understand like your problem. Like every vocal is different, so it's like
Yeah.
hard to approach every vocal the exact same way. But I want at least like a framework, because when I produce, I have a framework that works, and I can get really like good mixed instrumentals every time. And I would really like something like that for vocals as well.
Yeah, so that's why I created this framework. I have a framework that I use for the overall mixing, but this is not the context for that. So let me walk you through what I have going on here. So I call it a CCTS. You can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the CCTS, so we start with the control. So the first level is the control. But before we even go into that, we want to do some groundwork with the step 1, 2, 3, 4, which is we want to reduce the breath,
Mhm.
and we want to use isotope RS cleanup. You don't have to use it. You could do this manually with, just muting stuff and cutting it, like editing yourself. But if you have isotope RX, it's probably gonna speed it up a little bit. So I would take out all the mouth clicks, then reduce the sibilants. Like on YouTube, they usually tell you to use de-esser, but I have found that the type of vocals that I love, they are very bright. And for you to get that vocals to be very bright, you can't have the sibilants the same height. When we get to the practical, I'm going to show you what I mean. When your sibilance is this big and your consonant on your vocal, they're the same height, that's going to be a problem. So what I do is I manually bring down the sibilants. The sibilants is there. Those are S, the and the Fs, all those. Just turn them down manually. And once you're done with that, step 3 is you go through the syllable. You just said that earlier that some artists will prefer you to bring out a syllable louder, and do that. So that's what we do in step 3. You go through the old vocal track, the lead vocal. We're talking about the lead vocal now. So sometime when the vocal performance is up at a particular stage and it comes down, so we want to do what? We want to kind of bring the gain closer to each other.
Mhm.
And why do we do that? The reason we do that is because we want to not overwork our compressors.
Mhm.
Because when you have a vocal that's really loud, like 9 dB louder in a particular syllables or phrase, and you go to the next phase, the next phrase is probably 6 dB, 9 dB lower. That's too much work for our compressor. We don't want that.
Right.
So we want to level up all those syllables that's a little bit too low, but you have to be careful with that. We don't want to destroy the performance of the lead vocal because, as an artist, the dynamic is also part of the emotion. So I'm just letting you know. So, you kind of have to be careful. You don't want to ruin the dynamic. You just want it to be closer. So when we're using compressor, the compressor is not working too much.
Mhm.
So then the step 4 is the pitch correction. What do you use for pitch correction? Do you use Melodyne, or do you use Autotune?
It depends on the artist. Usually,
Depending.
usually I do, like, if it's just like a pop song, I'll Melodyne it and then do auto tune afterwards, like a little bit.
Perfect. So yeah, that's exactly what I do. So that's what step 4 is. So once we're done with that, those are the groundworks. Then we go to the framework. So the framework, the two most important part of the framework is the 2 C's, control and character. So the control is done by a multi-band compressor. And these settings that I have here, they're like crossovers for 100 to 100 hertz. 100 hertz to 1K and 1K to 10K. So we use a ratio of 2 to 1, and the threshold is -20, -25, but sometimes you can dig in lower than that. You can dig in all the way to 35, depending on how much low mid or high mid you're trying to control. Because we're using that compressor as an EQ first, even though we're using them to control the dynamics of the vocal. So the reason why I put the C first is because we want a vocal that is maximum control, because vocal is very dynamic. It goes up and down, but when we pass them through multiple multi-band compression, so we do this 2 times at least, 2 multi-band compression 2 times. Then the attack time that we're using, also the attack time is not like it's not like a set and forget. You got to use your ears and kind of find the attack. But I put these numbers here as a
Mhm.
starting point. Sometimes you want to let it loose and go all the way to 30 to let a little bit more attack come through. And sometimes you want to just stay between the 2 milliseconds and 20 milliseconds.
Got
And
it.
and if you have any question, you can just stop me so I can, go over the question real quick. Then the release is 200 milliseconds or 250. So whichever one. We want a kind of medium release. 200 milliseconds is like the, if you know how to do the delay calculation with the
Yeah,
sample.
60,000 divided by
There you
BPM.
go. Yeah, 60,000 divided by ppm. Perfect. That's brilliant. So 200 is always going to be around your 16 node, depending around that area, depending on, if you're multiplying your BPM or dividing it by two. So 200 is a good spot to kind of hold the vocal at least for a little bit before it lets go. So the gain reduction, which is the GR is we're trying to dig in to like 4 dB to 5 dB gain reduction. So again, this is just, it's a framework. Framework is not like a formula. Framework is just something to put you in the ballpark. You still have to be a little creative with, your own idea, but this is this ballpark. Then we want to gain everything back because we already compress it. We want to gain it back. So sometimes I do one, sometimes I do two, sometimes I do three. I don't ever go past 3 dB gain with the compression. So, and I do this 2 times. If I do the multiband compression 2 times and the vocal is still jumpy and I don't feel that solid, with what I'm listening for is like a tonal density, like a solid vocal that just sits. And even though it's still dynamic, but it's not like jumpy all over the place. If I don't get that after two multiband compressor, this is what I do. I'm gonna use like a single band compressor to kind of, add to the whole chain. If that doesn't work, I add a third multiband compressor. So that way we have maximum control. Now, character. First of all, do you have any question concerning that control before I move to the next seat?
Yeah. So what's the reason behind using 2 or 3 different multiband compressors as opposed to like doing it in one?
Well, one, so depend on the vocals that you have. Sometimes one would do it, but most of the time one doesn't do enough
Like
enough.
it would be too drastic, like on some parts.
Exactly, because you don't want one plugin to be doing a lot. So that's why on the gain reduction, you see I'm only doing like 4 dB to 5 dB. So you don't want one multiband compressor doing like 9 dB, 12 dB. That's too much power for one thing. So we kind of take that to another multiband compressor.
So the main thing is like tonal balance. Like that's the
Yeah,
main
we want tonal balance, but because we're doing it with a multiband compressor instead of a single band compressor, so we have control to kind of shape the vocals the way we want it. When we get to the practical side of things, everything will just click for you. But I'm giving you the theory so you understand why.
Sure.
So,
Gotcha.
so then the character, the reason I put the character in, because when I started learning how to mix my vocal, I noticed that everything I learned online, I do it. But when I hear Drake's vocal, I hear Kanye's vocal, or the pop people that I like, there's this tone that they have that I don't get from my vocals. So I started doing more research. I noticed that it's coming from the tones of the microphone they're using. Like those Sony C8000G, the U87 going through TubeTech CL1B, going through Neve Preamp 1073, all those $10,000 equipment.
Yeah.
So I have to kind of figure out a way to recreate those type of character in the box.
Mhm.
So even though my mic is probably $300, $400, $500, or $1,000, and when I mix for artists, they might be recording their vocals on $100 mic. So I have to figure out how I can still get that same character in the box. So that's why I created the character section. So what I'm doing here, I'm adding saturation, distortion, exciter, and I'm using those to change the harmonic distortion and the timbres of the vocal to give me the character that I want. So
Got you.
yeah. Then the tone shaping is just EQing. Then there's another thing I've found out about the EQing. Just like you said earlier, when you mixing for an artist, sometimes they want a particular tone, a particular tone in terms of curves of how they want that vocal to sound. So that's why I create this section, the tone shaping part, because sometimes when you mix in for example,
Mhm.
rap sometimes it depends on the emotion of the song, not all the time, but depending on the emotion of the tone of the song. Rap is aggressive, and aggression. What frequency do we have that can give us more aggression? Do you know?
Yeah, more aggression is around like 3K, like 4K up there.
Yes, yes, that's correct. Aggression comes from around 1K to 3K. So I think I gave you some. You see, I gave you some stuff to kind of look at here. You see, aggression come from like 1K to 3K. When you cross into 4K, that's like a presence area.
Mhm.
Aggression is really between those 1K, 2K area. When you boost that, whatever vocal that you boost in that area becomes more aggressive. And another reason why you agree with me is because when you boost this area in a guitar, you hear it scream like crazy. And also, this same frequency range is where the baby cry is. When a baby cry, this is the tone where you hear.
Mm.
So that's the aggressive section of the vocal. So then if you want to mix maybe an R&B or pop. Pop also they have a little bit of this because pop sometimes depending on the song, but most of the time they have a little bit of this, but it's not as aggressive as the a rap. And pop have more 4K, 5K, 6K, a little bit more 4K to 8K. The presence because it's pop, it has to be bright like in your face. So
Right.
they have more of that going up. And if you want to EQ something that's breathy, like airy, like soothing type of vocal, then around 6K to 8K is good. But you have to scoop out your 1K, 2K, 1K, 3K area. So you kind of bring that back. All of a sudden you see that the vocal becomes more soothing. It's not as aggressive, it's kind of more smooth. So that's why I put in here for smooth vocal. Yeah, it shouldn't be removed. It should be reduced because we don't want to remove it completely. So it's just reduction.
Right.
Then trap vocal, most of the time sometimes they have low frequency in there. Some people like it, some people don't. And the spatial effects, these are the few stuff that I use. Slap delay, left and right to kind of make the vocals wide. Then EMT plate, 150, 150 or 250. That's the EMT plate. Then all reverb. Then I usually use a pre-delay between 60 to 120 to push the reverb behind the vocal so they're not hitting at the same time.
Mhm.
So,
Uh,
any question?
yeah, so a couple questions. When you're doing these boosts and cuts with the vocal EQ, the tone shaping, like are you doing it like normal or are you using dynamic?
Good question. Dynamic comes in for is dynamic is only for problem solving. So
No, like,
sometimes problem solving, as in, sometimes when we start to EQ, add character, and all of a sudden all the problems in the vocals start to come out. So you hear maybe the room tone of where they recorded the vocal, you start to hear a little ringy noise. So we use dynamic EQ to kind of notch those down.
mhm.
So we find those frequencies that just ringing in the vocals, that all the compression and the character has brought up. So we use dynamic EQ to bring those down. That's what I use the dynamic EQ for.
For sure. And then for
So
the so you use pre-delay on the reverb. Do you ever sidechain compress the reverb to the vocal?
yes, there is a not what sidechain compress. I use gates, like a gated reverb. Is that what you're talking about, or just particular sidechaining vocals with
Yeah, I'm just talking about like sidechaining the reverb, sidechain compressing the reverb to the lead vocal, let's say, so that like when the vocal's playing, it like
it ducks it a little bit so the
uh,
reverb can come after. Yeah, you could do that.
yeah.
Yeah. What
That's
type
what
of, go ahead.
I was just saying that's what I do a lot personally with reverb.
Okay. All right. So let me stop this and let's go to my DAW and let's do some practical. What kind of DAW do you use?
I use Ableton.
Oh, awesome. I use Ableton too.
Sweet.
Yeah. In fact, there's a track that I just got last night. So it might be a good idea to just use that as an example here. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, you can see my Ableton screen. Yes or no?
Yeah, I can see it.
All right. So let's test if you can hear this.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done ready.
You can hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay, perfect. So let me save this as a CCTX webinar. So I got this track yesterday from a client. So this will be perfect to kind of experiment the CCTS on this and see how we can use it. So the groundwork, that's where we start. I'm not going to do everything because of time. I'm just going to give you an idea. So,
Mhm.
so the groundwork. So what I was telling you about the syllables part. So you see how that just went through the roof. You see the level of the other, you see where it's at.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
going to be a problem for our compressor. So this is what I do. I just Control E to kind of break it, then I bring it down. So then I go to them like that. Let's see, zoom in.
Look, okay, look,
Yeah, that's a breath right there.
That's a breath.
So Command E to kind of break it. Then I bring it down by maybe -9.
Oh, oh.
If that's not enough, I can go -12.
Oh, oh.
So
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you? Look, okay, rock your body, don't you?
okay, now you see that this right here, you see kind of the ballpark where they're at, and you see how this is a little bit lower. You can see that, right?
I'm sorry, what was that?
I'm saying you can see how the ballpark where this vocal is at,
Mhm.
and see this. They're close, but they're not all the way there. So that's a personal, choice. You could just bring it back up by maybe 1 dB, a little bit. So maybe let's do 2. And this is the part I was telling you about preserving, a little bit of the dynamics if you want to, because this is rap. Rap, you don't really need dynamic. If it's a singing vocal, then you have to be careful with bringing everything to the same level type of deal.
Right.
Oh shoot, my bad. 1 second, let me fix this.
Oh yeah, that Zoom
Yeah,
timing.
the Zoom time thing. What is the?
You might have to exit and start a new Zoom.
Oh really?
Yeah, because I think the time limit is if you have like the free Zoom.
Yeah. I was paying. I guess it timed out. I have to just upgrade again real quick. Let me just say, upgrade the plan again. What is it at? Come on.
Sweet.
Okay. Yeah. I think we're good now. I just upgraded it. So we just go through them and see. Let's see other. Maybe there's some more assets.
Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat his
Okay, there's bread right here.
Mhm.
So we kind of Command E, bring it down by -12.
nobody. Eat his done ready for war. That's
Okay. I'm not gonna do everything. I'm just gonna do a couple just for example.
Gotcha.
Then this part, I could probably raise that a bit by maybe 2 dB. This is 3.
eat his done ready for war.
And this particular part just went down.
Ready for war.
And see, this is the
For
it's
war.
one of those F sound I was talking about.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna raise this part a bit, 3 dB. Then raise this part a bit.
What do you think about Vocal Rider as far as like volume changes?
Vocal Rider, they haven't got that yet. It's still not perfect.
Yeah.
So, but you could try it. I'm sure maybe there might be a plugin out there now that can actually do it well. But all the ones that I've tried, the ones I tried was Waves Vocal Rider.
For war. For
Yeah, it's not there yet. Maybe
Rider, it works like sometimes, but if it's like a really like dynamic vocal, it's not great.
yeah. So I'm just gonna stop right here. I'm gonna stop right here, then we'll
look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat his done ready for war.
get this a little bit low, so bring it up a bit.
Eat his done ready for war. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay.
Okay, now, what do you think is wrong with this vocal just by hearing it?
I'm listening on my laptop speaker, so
Oh, okay. I'm listening on a chip headphone too, but I can just hear that there's a little bit too much S's on there. So
look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war.
see right there, even dot. See the way you pronounce that. I know that's gonna be a problem right there. See how this jump out.
It's done.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a problem. So I'm gonna turn it down right now, but I'm still gonna address it later on once I start to add my compressor and all that good stuff.
I also noticed that is pretty loud.
Yeah,
Look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt.
yeah, don't you?
Don't you?
You see how big that is? See,
Yeah.
this is what I was telling you earlier when I was doing this. I said when your S's is at the same level with your consonant and vowels,
It's bad, yeah.
it's bad. So you see, they're the same size. So we have to bring it down. But I just did -9 dB.
You
So
don't you hurt, don't you hurt, don't you,
now it seems more, it's more bearable now.
don't you hurt nobody.
Okay. So what else is giving us problems?
Look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look.
Okay, that's you hear that? You see how that bust out? That's so yeah, we have to turn that down too. It's the same size. It's even bigger than the vowels before, or the consonant before. So
That's
And
look,
the
that's
ready for war.
which one?
At the end, he says ready for war. The
for
it's
war.
like-
That's for war. For war.
This one?
For war. For war. For war. For war. That's for war. That's look.
Is that one you talking about?
yeah, I think so.
For
Ready
war. That's look. For war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war.
All right, so we have kind of manually fixed the problem right here. And the vocal went from where it was. Let's say, well, let me see if I can do a little before and after, so we kind of know where we at and where we started. So this is the way it was. This track right here.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war.
Compared to where we at right now.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody.
What differences did you notice?
It's less dynamic. Like it's more like in the same volume level, and the S's don't stand out as much, and the F's and the sibilances.
All right.
Yeah, it's more control.
It's more control. Now we have not even used any plugin. This is just manual. We already like 30% better. Now, all the plugins I'm gonna use, they're gonna be stock plugins, no third-party plugin. But what I'm gonna do, you can replicate those with Waves plugin, Isotope. But I like to learn with this stock plugins, because I believe if you know how to use your stock plugins properly, you're not tied to third-party plugins, and also it improves your skills. So that's
Mhm.
why I make sure I learn how to use this first before I move over to, Waves plugin and all.
For sure.
So I'm bringing out all the stuff that I need: multi-band compressor, EQ. So then we need a compressor and a limiter. So I like to put limiter at the last chain. Then then EQ in the first chain.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. You hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body.
All right. I know I'm going a little too fast or too fast. So now you see what I'm doing, right?
Yeah.
Now, okay, do you have a question?
Yeah. So your EQs, you're taking out a lot of the low end. Do you usually just do a low shelf or do you low cut?
Most of the time I just low shelf. I can low cut if I want, if there's something in the really rumbling 60, 70, I could do a low shelf. But most of the time I could do a low cut, but most of the time I just low shelf.
Okay.
Especially for male vocal, because some rappers, they just like their vocals to be really booming in the low end. But
Right.
but you can see my low shelf is drastic. I'm still pulling out a lot of lows, but at the same time, when I'm done, you'll see that the vocal doesn't sound really thin. I use
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay,
okay.
rock your body, don't
Okay,
look,
let me pause
okay,
there.
rock your body, don't you hurt nobody.
Okay, this section I want to bring them up. So now my first instinct was to kind of get some of those presence attack from the 1K, 3K area kind of prominent. Now that I got that, the vocal is a little too, you know, is a little too much on this range. So I'm gonna kind of back it up a bit. Does
Mhm.
that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
So what did I do to make the vocal, one-sided like that? I probably was thinking, okay, maybe it's because my low shelf, but maybe not. Let's see what else. It might be my multi-band compressor. So that's probably where I'm gonna go first. So what's multi-band compression doing? Because I'm trying to bring up the 200, the 100 to 1K area back up. So
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock.
oh, okay, I see what's going on. Okay, it's because I'm doing this. I'm doing the 1K area twice. You see, this one right here, that's the copper right there. So I turn that back off.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, oh.
You see that it's back up now?
Yeah.
You see? Because I was doing this section 2 times. Okay, the reason I'm because first of all, you can see 100 to 1K, I'm compressing that already. Then in the second compressor, this 1K down is also compressing.
Right.
So that's what's killing my 100 to 1K section. So all I needed to do was just turn that off. And
Do you usually keep it on though, or do you ever just like turn that section off?
yeah, it's always off. Because the reason I'm doing 2 instead of, I mean, I already told you why I use 2, but in this case, I use multiple because Ableton Live don't have 4 crossovers. They only have like 1, 2, 3.
Right.
And I want to do 100 to 100 downward, then 100 to 1K, then 1K to 10K, 10K, 10K upward. So I need more crossovers. That's why I use multiple, then turn off the other part that I don't need. Just like I turn off this one up here. You see this one up here?
Yeah.
I turn off this 1K up so I can start from 1K to 10K here. Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
So now the bottom of my vocal now is back up.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done.
Okay, if I want a little bit more of that because it's male vocal, so they love that little low. So I'm gonna cut off the second low shelf here. Let's hear.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war.
Okay. Then I like to cut a little bit of 600 or 700 because that shift my energy to the 1K area. That's another trick. Because
Gotcha.
if I turn off this cut right here in the middle, I'm doing it twice to kind of exaggerate it. So if I cut this up, you notice that it still sounds good, but it's not as good because with that cut, it pushed the energy to 1K, 1K, 2K area.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your
Compared to this.
look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody.
Okay, now let me turn up the saturators so you can hear what they're really doing.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you? Look, okay, rock your body, don't you? Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look.
Sometimes I will actually do soft sign because that's a little more, it's digging more into the transformer. Like, it gives me more character.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war.
Yeah, 2 seems like a little too much juice. So I like it, but I don't know.
Look,
Yeah, I was
okay.
like, you usually use 2 saturators, or do you usually do like the EQ saturator, EQ saturator, or
Yeah, I usually do EQ saturator because if I don't, let me turn the saturator and turn on the EQ so you can hear why I do it.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war.
You hear that distortion?
yeah,
So the EQ, they change that distortion part because if I send those look too much low end, it makes it distort like that.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war.
And another trick that I just found out recently, so you're the first one hearing this. I tested doing the multi-band compressor before the saturator.
Look, okay, rock.
Ooh. I tested doing that before the saturator and
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody.
yeah, so you could do that because if you have a more solid, steady compressed vocal into the saturator, you don't get that much distortion. But I like the first two are better, so I'm gonna bring them back.
yeah, because low end energy is a lot like more powerful, so it affects like plugins that come after it a lot more if there's a lot of low end in the track. That's what I realized.
Yeah, that's why I cut them before I send them into the.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eaters done ready for war.
And this overdrive, I usually use that in a parallel uh, in a parallel chain. Like for example, I can just command group that, then turn that at 8K, and I will just turn it up like that.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay.
Then I might add some EQ, then shove it at all the way to that part.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock.
This trick is really good for pop, especially female vocals. And they need that top shine to kind of pop out in the mix.
Look,
Right.
okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody.
Saturating
Eat is
that.
done, ready.
Huh?
So you're like saturating that 8K even more. So it like
Yeah.
Look,
So
okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody.
then if I'm gonna use that, then I'm gonna figure out to bring down maybe a little bit of 8K on the other channel, so it's not too much. So I can dial down this other dry section a bit.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody.
Then I will add chorus effect to the 8K to kind of soothing it to make it more subtle.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody.
Another thing that I could do is use a phaser, use the utility to flip the phase.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look.
You hear the difference?
yeah, it's more subtle when the phase is flipped.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody.
All right. So I may use that, I may not use that, but depending on what I'm going for. Then the overall shape of the vocal.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay.
So depend on the type of vocal I'm going for, because this is a rap. Let's say I just want more low end, and I can dial back a little bit of my low shev and come into here and pull it back a bit.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody.
So I want to dig into the 1K to 10K area.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt.
Like this is what I was saying earlier when I'm saying one compressor is doing like.
Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt no.
See, that is doing 12 dB right there. So I would duplicate that section, then bring this back down to maybe 20-ish. So we can do it 2 times to kind of get the tone I'm looking for instead of doing the whole thing in one compression.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war.
Yeah, so that's the idea.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look.
So it depends on the type of sound I'm going for.
That little bump, that was the 8K bump that you added, right?
Yeah. So I'm thinking I should probably get even more extra bass. Let's say this rapper tells me, man, I want my vocal to be really, a lot of bass. Like sounds like a man, So,
look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody.
The best, the 2 ways I could do that, I can just EQ that into it, or I could just use R bass. So R bass, I know I said stop plugging, but there's a way to recreate R bass with distortion. But let me try this first. So let's say the rapper wants some low ends. So say 100, I'll just put that in there.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody.
Okay, then I will go to my compressor. Okay, I'm doing 100 down here, so I could probably dig in with more compressor to kind of control a little bit.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look.
So which one you think sounds better, with or without?
I think with sounds better personally.
Yeah, I think so too, because the rapper will love that. And also you gotta keep in mind if you have a track that has 808, kick drums, and all that bassy stuff, you have to be careful with that because they're gonna be clashing.
Yeah,
So
that's what I was gonna say. Like with all the low end, like the boosting with this and like with the EQ, you boosted a little like 100, 150. Like it can get messy with the 808s and stuff.
it can get messy, but you can put it in there. I've heard, in fact, there is a particular uh, song or mixer that I like who does that a lot. What's his name of this rapper? He does it with this rapper. What's his name? Tiger. Yeah, he does it with Tiger.
Mm.
You hear like a low, big low around 100 area, and you can still hear the 808 and the kick beat going crazy in that range. So I think it's sidechain. So the sidechaining the vocals a little bit with the so
Yeah.
so
Also, 100, I think is like the lowest you can probably get away with. Like anything lower than that, it's too
yeah,
low.
everything low on that, but you can sidechain it. Let's see if we can actually test that. So let's say we want to sidechain that with the beat and pull down the
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody.
exaggerated just so you can hear that it's working, but I'm not overdoing it. I'm just doing just a tad bit push on that 100. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah, so you're side chaining. So when the bass of the vocal comes, the bass of the track gets ducked like a little bit.
Yeah, and because this is a two track, I don't have the multi-stem, so I'm just doing on the overall bit. But I'm doing that only that 100. Let me solo the frequency so you can hear what I'm doing.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war.
In fact, I want to do one with the full frequency actually, because I don't have the stems. So I'm gonna take the EQ off and just write the beat with the vocals. But it has to be subtle, just so the vocal can sit on top of everything.
Look,
Yeah,
okay, rock.
Huh?
I've seen people do that before where they'll like subtly sidechain the beat to the vocals. So
Yeah.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look.
Then this is the time you have to do that calculation with 60,000 divided by the BPM. So I'll make sure everything is breathing with the beat.
Right.
I have my time delay something app, Music Mat. Let's see, where is it at? 85 BPM. 16. So I do 176. You see, man, that is crazy. I'm on 174.
Already almost
I
there.
just do it by ear. So this is 174 and this is 184. So like I'm in the ballpark. That's amazing.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody.
All right. So let's hear the vocal.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody.
So I want to do a before and after just to see where we are. I didn't use this EQ, by the way. You know, I was trying to figure out how. Sometime I do this. What I do? Let me show you exactly what I. Let me explain what I was doing here. So when I was playing it around with this vocal, I was trying to look for the type of tone that I want the vocal to have. So once I get it, I kind of memorize the curve. Then I go into my multiband compressor to recreate that. So I don't have to use EQ. So I realized that I wanted more bass. That's why I was boosting it here. So I'm like, I wanted more bass and I wanted this area to kind of come down a bit, but I still want it in there. I don't want to reduce it altogether. That's why I have to use a second multiband to kind of bring down the mid-range, the 1K to 10K area. So the mid-range is subtle, it's not aggressive, so I can move more of the energy in the lower end and on the top end. So that's an idea that I want to share with you. So this 8K is turned off.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look.
That would work very well on a female vocal, but not this one. That's why I turned it off. But the vocals it still has some 8K, you know, naturally from the recording.
Yeah, it seems like.
So I'm gonna mute this stuff. So let me group all this chain. Then mute it so we can hear before and after.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody.
Look at the curves of the original vocal, the way it is. Look at the shape.
Trash.
Exactly. Now let's bring out the chain now to see what we did. Mm.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war.
Yeah, like everything is almost like leveled up.
Completely balanced. Yeah, almost.
Mhm. So
Sick.
let's do before and after in the beat. So this is without the chain in the beat.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't.
Mind you, we're still writing it, so that will kind of give it some edge to make it even more come out in the beat. So let's turn that up and see.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody.
Okay, here with the chain.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look.
Yeah, without the even without the side chain, the vocals sits on top of the beat and it's competing.
Well,
I mean, not competing.
whatever mic they used to record this is like extremely dull, right? Like it sounds like they recorded with like a shirt in front of their.
Yeah, most of the time they probably turn it the other way because they don't understand the microphone idea. So they
Right.
probably turn record from the back
Yeah.
instead of the front. That's why. So that's what engineers and producers, that's what we have to deal with because most people are recording from home and they don't really have the proper education of recording. So yeah.
So wait, when I noticed when you were doing the side chain for the vocal, for the like 100, you used the bell instead of a low shelf.
Yeah. The reason for that is
Control the cue.
yeah, control the cue because let me play you with the cue while I was playing around with the cue so you can hear. You notice that with the cue widen, you don't hear that 100 anymore. You start to hear other stuff around 100.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay.
You see how the vocal, you can hear the brightness of the vocal instead of just that that only 100, because the only 100 part that I want to duck in the
Well,
beat.
what if you just use a low shelf or even a low cut at 100? Like, would that be better? Because it would like isolate that
This one,
better. Yeah.
let's see, let's hear that.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody.
Hmm. The low chef, I'm trying to understand. The low chef is pushing down the low chef of the vocal itself because I don't hear the 100 on the vocal anymore. Or can you hear it?
No, so I'm thinking like what it's doing is like the only part of the vocal that's coming through to the compressor is like, so I would actually do a low cut because instead of a low shelf, because I only want the compressor to hear 100 and below. So I would just put the EQ at low cut at 100, and you can also change the key with that.
Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for
Well,
war.
that's a way to do it.
Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look. Okay.
Well, that's another way to do it.
Okay.
compared to this part.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done ready
Yeah,
for
because it seems
war.
like we're
That's
getting
look.
more of the stuff that's above 100.
Is that what?
It seems like with the bell, you're getting more of the stuff that's above 100.
Yeah, I'm just trying to stand at that center frequency of 100. The low shift will work too because there's only is doing 100 below.
Right.
So, but the problem with that is if there's another note that goes below the 100, it pushes down the low of the beat the more.
Right. So yeah, if they're talking like really deep voice, then
Yeah. So
It-
any
it-
event in frequencies in that area, let's say the vocal just did something like do dum 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 dum, dum. So it hits like 80 or 70,
would compress it too much. Yeah,
yeah, it will push down the low end of the beat.
got you.
So that's why I chose the Q. So I only wanted around the 100 area.
Got you.
I'm ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody.
So this is where we actually started, the original.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done ready for war.
And this is where we at.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you.
Okay, now if we want to even make this better, there's something I've been, because I'm always looking for a way to improve my mixing, my vocal. It's something I've been experimenting lately is, let me see if I can try here. So let's say we try all this. $2K.
Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done ready for war. That's look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done ready for war.
So this is what we got is so far is good, but let's say I want to add some more presence to the 2K area and do a little bit more compression. So let's mute this. You know, sometimes you don't have to do this, but sometimes if you just want to go above and beyond and have like a really,
Parallel
really
is just the 2K and above.
yeah, probably took in above with saturation. So, but we have to compress it a lot. You gotta
Yeah,
comp-
I think it's too SE, right?
not because it's too essay. But we already took care of the S's because we're not really, there's no S's coming through.
Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done ready for war.
Remember, we did the manual de-essing, so we didn't have to use de-essing at all. I'm just saying, let's say in a particular scenario, the artist says, man, my vocal is not bright enough. I want that bright vocal, whatever.
Mhm.
So I will just do this. I'll put 2K in here, make this wide. Then
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done ready.
hmm, then I'll have to bring it.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you
Okay. Mm,
Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's a look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's a look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's a look.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to decide if I want to use saturator or I want to use overdrive. I'm not sure yet.
Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's a look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's a look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. Look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's a look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's a look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's a look.
You see, it created that comb filter. You can hear that? You can see
Okay,
that?
rock your body, don't
Because
Yeah,
because the parallel we added created some comb filtering. So what we can do to combat that comb filtering is to add a, a face flipper.
mhm.
look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's a look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody.
Okay, that didn't work. So what we'll do is remove this top one.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's a look. Okay, rock your body, don't you look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's a look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's a look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's a look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's a look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's a look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's a look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's a look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's a look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's a look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's a look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's a look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's a look. Okay, rock your body, don't you hurt.
I don't think there's no way to get rid of the comb filtering completely. So we might have to probably just figure out a way to minimize it.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's a look. Okay, rock your body, don't you
Did the comb
hurt
filtering come
nobody.
from the
Eat is
saturator?
You
Or
said what?
Did the comb filtering come from the saturator or what?
No, it's coming from because we're using a multiband filter because they use crossovers. So those crossovers laying on top of the original, they kind of creating like this comb filtering. So if we don't want to do that, if I don't want to use this at all, let me see. I'm gonna have to figure a way out to create that 2K presence because if I don't use EQ or crossover to do that, it's gonna be too much because it's gonna affect the whole frequency. And I don't want that. I just want that 2K presence up. So I can use a shelf. Shelf is more gentle than crossover. But the thing with shelf is this is the trick that I usually do. I just lay a bunch of shelves on top of each other. You see, now it's gone. So I just do like a layer of different 2K shelves, so I don't have to use
That's weird. Why do you need two shelves?
huh?
Why do you need two shelves in the same
Because
place?
one is not gonna give me the total. Let me you see. This is one.
Oh, I see. It's not strong because it's a shelf.
It's not strong enough. The more you lay it on top, the more it pushes those energy all the way to the top of the 2K.
Yeah, because
So
the shelf is in not a cut. It's
yeah.
still putting some stuff in.
Now the vocal is like really is crazy presence now. Now let me turn the filter up down.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done.
Pay attention to that 2K up. See how dense and bright and nice it is.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body. Don't
Now you hear the difference from the before where we at and with it. This is before.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done.
You see how the vocal just jump at you when I turn that thing on.
Yeah, it sounds much duller now compared to like
Yeah, compared to where we were before.
yeah,
It just like jump at you like, oh.
yeah. So why do you have the compressor at the end? Is that just for like controlling the two?
No. Yeah. Good question. This is the trick. The compressor, because see, for a long time when I was learning how to add brightness to a vocal, on YouTube they teach you just boost the top, compress, boost the top, compress, whatever. But what is responsible for the presence is not really it's a combination of the frequency and the attack.
Mm.
Is the attack. So you see how I'm using 10 millisecond attack and I'm using fast release? What does that do? It accentuate the attack of whatever frequency.
The attack comes through, yeah.
Yeah. So it's the attack that gives you that presence. It's not just boosting. It's not frequency alone. Frequency alone can do it. If I turn this off, you're still gonna hear the presence, but it's not gonna be.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody.
Well, so the two things that are actually doing the magic for us is the compressor and the saturator. So if we're just layering the 2K shelf, this is what we have.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look.
It's so dull, like nothing's happening. Then I add the saturator.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody.
See, another trick is the saturator is actually compressing at the same time. You know they do that, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's like harmonics, right? It's
Yeah, they are compressing and they're adding this particular saturator that I'm using. There's a reason why I use this because they add they had the what do they call
even
odd
order.
even no not even this one adds odd. It's 1357.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah.
it's had in the third order of harmonic, the fifth order, the seventh, and nine, and all, and so on. So then the attack just make it solid.
Look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody. Eat is done, ready for war. That's look, okay, rock your body, don't you hurt nobody.
Wow, this vocal is fire, man.
Yeah, it has some bite to it now. It has some bite.
Yeah, that's it. So now with this, can you tell me what is the difference between what you learned today compared to how you used to mix vocals before and what you learned before? What are those aha moments?
I mean, what I learned before, I didn't have oh, my screen just turned off. I didn't like, so like my previous vocal chain was like kind of similar. I wasn't using stock plugins, but like I would use the Pultec to boost like the 10K for presence, because that's like what a lot of people do. And then I would boost into the de-esser, and stuff like that. And I would use, I did use the multi-band compression before. I just didn't use it in that way. Like I basically just used the preset for vocals, but like, this is like way more specific and gives you way more control over how you actually want the vocal to sound, and you can like shape it to way more specifically.
Yeah. So are there any aha moments that happen during the training?
Yeah, definitely. Like with the multi-band compressor, shaping the vocal and side chaining the low end of the vocal to the beat. I'd never seen that before. That was new for me. And what you just did, the adding 2K presence at the end, saturating the 2K and then compressing it, like that's a big difference. That was definitely an aha moment for me. I never done that before. I've done parallel processing, but not in that way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, most of the problem processing that they teach, uh, I don't think they don't really go through everything. So, but this technique, this is stuff that I discovered myself, and I'm always looking for ways to improve my technique. But this is stuff you getting like the latest of the latest. That 2K stuff I just showed you, I just created that like a week ago or so. So this is one of my best stuff.
Yeah, that's cool. I really liked it.
Yeah. So, any questions?
So I'm guessing that is not part of this document that you sent me. The 2K boost stuff. It's not in
No,
there.
no, it's not. Like I said, I just created that.
Okay.
So
For
you like the first person to know this. So if I hear this out, I know it came from you.
sure. Yeah. Thank you.
So,
But yeah, so this document pretty much has everything that
that we discussed, right?
yeah.
Oh, you know what? We didn't have enough time, but I didn't think the important like that though. We didn't have enough time to go through the last part, which is the S, the spatial effect.
Right.
Do you have issues with those, or you want me to just walk you through what I do?
You mean the reverb and stuff and delay?
Yeah,
No, actually that stuff's pretty easy for me.
yeah, it's
Like,
pretty easy. That's why I don't think, because that's not, you can just slap any reverb preset on it and just dial it up and down till you get it.
yeah, like
Pretty
honestly,
simple stuff.
reverb, I just like EQ it how I want it, and then add a sidechain compressor to the vocal, and it sounds great. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
so that stuff's easy. But yeah, the main stuff is like getting a good sounding vocal first. Like,
Yeah, that those are the biggest issue. So, and I think we really nailed that today.
definitely.
So, do you think you'd be able to mix vocals like this on your own?
I think if I practice, yeah, if I
Yeah,
practice,
you should be able to. Yeah. And now I want you to always think about the framework, which is the control. and the character. So the 2K stuff we added, that's part of the character too.
Right. Right.
And also is a combination of the control and the character because we're still adding saturation for the color and we're adding compressor to control it so it's not jumping. So if you're always thinking with those two framework in mind, I need to control it, I need to add character, I need to control it. So you can control, add character, control, and just build upon it and just experiment.
Yeah, and you did it with all stock plugins too, which is
Exactly. So, some people tell you, man, you need this plugins to sound good. You need that plugin. You need that equipment. I did everything with stock plugins except for the bass, for that bass thing that we added.
right.
I could actually recreate that with stock plugins too because I know what it's doing, and that's the problem that a lot of people don't teach on YouTube. You have to understand what the plugins do before
Yeah,
you
that is
can
the
go to
problem. Like,
yeah.
that's when I'm trying to like, because I mentor producers as well, so I coach
Oh, that's good.
other producers on how to produce, and vocals is a part of that. But like, people are like, oh, like, what about this plugin? What about that plugin? And I'm like, look, plugins, third-party plugins are cool, but like, they're just doing things that you can do with stock plugins, but with one knob, right? Like, they're just doing stuff under the hood that you don't see that you can recreate with stock plugins, every single one of them, pretty much. So
Yeah, but
that's why you need to understand like the
what they're
fundamental.
doing, yeah. Wow, that's good. So, what do you have a YouTube channel? You say you teach producers too.
Yeah, so I do like over Zoom, like I coach producers over. I have like an 8-week program that I coach producers with. We do like one Zoom call per week, and then I give them little homework assignments to do and stuff like that.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, we should probably do some collaboration if you want for your students.
Yeah, definitely. I would love to like have you
Mhm.
on a call with a student sometime. That'd be cool.
Yeah, yeah, that'll be cool.
By the way, your mixing course is like a lot of the stuff that we did today like covered in that.
Yeah, but like I said, you got the good, the newer stuff today. But I covered a whole bunch of stuff like that in there too. I have a new one that I put out. Let me see if I can show it to you. I showed in there how I do like different element in the mix. Let me see, where is it at? Uh, it's on my website. If you go to maybe it's mixing the mixing for music producer, this one right here. Let me share my screen. Can you see?
Yeah.
So the 6 essential mixing skill and the 8 mixing engineering mindset. So I go into how I mix a track from the beginning to the end, how I blend kick and bass together, snare drum. And another problem that we didn't go over here because there's no context for it is the top end of your vocal and the top end of your snare drum and the hi-hat, because that's always the problem right there. You may have a vocal that's mixed properly like we just did, but when you throw it in a mix with a snare drum and a top with a snare drum and a hi-hat,
Yeah, it's competing frequencies.
so
Yeah.
if you don't understand how to create space for that, you're gonna kill your top end. So I did all that in the courses. So it's one of my newest course that I put out. Then, but if you go, I think there's a course preview in here where I'm showing some stuff. Yeah. So
So in the vocal mixing course, do you go over like that stuff like the snare competing and then the hi-hat competing, or is that a different one?
yeah, in one of them, I think I went over that, but this course has that in depth because I broke it down into, where is it at? So it's right here on this one, mixing hi-hats and vocals. So I show it how to carve space for hi-hat and snare sitting up together so they can sit on top of each other and not clash in frequency wise, and also how they coexist with the vocal, lead vocal top end. So that is in here in detail. But in
Sweet.
the one that you have, I think I've touched that on one of the ones on there too, called the mixing to the. Let me see if I can show it to you which one has that on there. This one has that. I think. I don't know which one did you buy. Was it this one that you bought?
No, it was like the vocal, like vocal mixing bundle or whatever. It was the complete mixing course, modern vocal mixing techniques.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Vocally. Hmm. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It, it might be in there because this is like a full mix too. It talks about mixing kick, snare drum of a particular song that I mixed already. Yeah. But if you have any issue, just email me or send me a text. Let me give you my number. Just send me a text.
Yeah, for
I'll
sure.
get on a call with you.
Let me get your number, bro.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
424-255-4524. That's 25. 424-255.
Yeah, you put it on the chat. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, good.
424-255. Sweet. I'll send you a text with my number so you have mine as well.
All right.
Sweet.
Okay, Jackson. Okay, I got it. All right, man. All right. Do you have any questions for me?
Nah, not at the moment. I definitely will though. Like I want to go practice this on a few mixes that I'm working on. So
Yeah, yeah. Practice and send them to me. Let me take a listen.
Yeah, for sure. I will.
All right, man. Have a good one.
All right, bro. Take care.
All right, bye. Take care.